There were a number of police officers and state troopers there. It was Pennsylvania State Trooper. A number of those individuals were there. I believe there were policemen from Cumberland County, and I also believe there were Shippensburg police on hand as well.
Okay. All right. And tell me, you said that they came to arrest your brother at your home?
At his home. His home on, he doesn't live on campus. He and his 3 roommates have a house off campus of Shippensburg University.
Okay. And how old is your brother?
44.
He's 44. Okay. All right. Well, just tell me, you actually had some preliminary comments that you made regarding your activities before all this happened. You said you had gone out briefly for a family event. You guys went out, had dinner, and then came home and were awakened by the police who were at your door, banging on the door?
Right. My friends and I drove up to see my brother's football game. We watched the game. I met some other family members there. After the game, we all went back to my brother's house. We enjoyed the celebration. A bunch of guys from the team were there. Their family members were there as well. It was a big gathering. At the end of the night, the end of the festivities, my brother and I walked to the convenience store, got a couple hoagies and a couple drinks. I don't remember what I got, maybe a water, I think, and we walked home, and we went to bed. We slept in his room. I slept on his twin bed. He slept on the floor, and lights off, door closed. Next thing I know, we were woken up by a number of police officers demanding that my brother get up, and they arrested him. Inside the house, they escorted him down the stairs, outside to the front area, and, I followed the group of men downstairs, continued to ask, where are you taking my brother? Why are you arresting him? What's going on? I had the right to know. It was very, I was upset, obviously, and a little disoriented. It was almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I continued to ask, where are you going? Where are you taking him? Etc. And again, next thing I know, I'm on the ground.
Let me ask you a couple of questions. When you were asking the questions, were you screaming? Were you asking them in a reasonable voice? Did you start off reasonable and then go up, or did you just pretty much stay reasonable all the way?
Reasonable. I started off reasonable.
Okay. And when you were asking the questions, did they ever show you an arrest warrant or any sort of paperwork?
No, absolutely not. Nothing at all.
Okay. And this event where you were asking questions took place in the house, or your brother's home?
Yeah, it began inside his bedroom, which is where he and I were both sleeping.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did the police remain at the door, or did someone let them in? How did they get in the house?
I think we heard the knock at the door, and my brother got up and he opened the door.
Okay, so he opens the door, and how far is his door from where you were at the time it was open, if you know?
Oh, it's a very small bedroom.
Okay, so you weren't that far away.
No, not that far away at all. I mean, a few feet, maybe 5 feet, 4 feet.
Okay, and how many officers entered the apartment, if you recall?
Oh my gosh. You know what, too many to count. That's not what I was really paying attention to. If I had to guess, my best guess would be about anywhere from 6 to 8 inside. I mean, it was a clan of officers.
Okay, what were they wearing? Were they in uniform or were they not in uniform?
No, they were. Yes, they were in uniform.
Okay, and they were obviously armed, correct?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay, all right, so now you got 6 to 8 officers inside. Did there seem to be anyone in command?
I would say so. I think it was the gentleman who, again, when he turned the lights on, it was kind of hard to see and realize what was going on, so a lot of the detail is a little bit sketchy. But I believe there was one individual who kind of led the pack, and I'm not certain if that's the man's name that I see on all of my paperwork, but I'm assuming that that's the guy that kind of led everybody else with what to do or what they were instructed to do.
Okay, and give me the names of the police departments that were there that you can recall.
Pennsylvania State Police. I believe there were also Shippensburg Police there, which would have been the local
Okay. Continue.
And I don't know if they were Cumberland County officers, but I believe there were 3 different types of officers there altogether.
Okay. All right. Okay, now in terms of what they did when they came in, they come into the apartment. Did they tell your brother to go?
A two-level house. There's a bedroom and a bathroom downstairs, 3 bedrooms and another bathroom upstairs, and we were in one of the bedrooms upstairs.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's a 2-level house. So they come in the house, and they come up. They actually came upstairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Down. They are.
There was a fight 3 blocks from where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cops were kind of all over the place. They were looking for a big guy. And, I mean, we're not white, we're biracial, but we're very light-skinned.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know where they got the notion that it was my brother or how they ended up at our house. But one of the roommates let them in the house.
Okay.
They did not have a warrant to come in, but one of the kids, you know, obviously intimidated, said okay, and let him in.
Okay, got it. So they come in, they knock on the bedroom door, your brother gets up, and they place him in handcuffs, correct?
Correct, yep.
Okay, was there any sort of a fight or struggle or anything at all during that encounter?
No, he was questioning them, what's going on, and, you know, they turned him around and they put him in handcuffs. I mean, I was more upset than he was.
Okay, all right. So at the point that they got him handcuffed, they're walking him down to where? The police car?
Yes, outside, down the steps, through the living room, through, there's like a front, like an alcove, like a foyer, walk through there, and then outside. Okay.
Now, the only thing you're doing at this point during the arrest is demanding to know why he's being arrested.
Yes.
Okay. Did you actually get in between your brother and any officer? Did you like step in the way? Did you?
No, it was impossible to because there were so many officers and still many people in the house.
Okay, well I'm going to ask you some questions that might sound silly, but I have my own reasons, and I want to make sure that we get it on record exactly what took place because I know what the police are going to say. So let me ask you a few more questions.
Sure.
At the point that they were taking him out, you said you did not get in their way physically, correct?
Correct.
Okay, did you reach out and touch an officer in any way?
No.
Okay, did you have any weapons in your possession at the time?
No.
Did you throw or do anything, throw any object at the police during this encounter?
Absolutely not.
Okay, and were there witnesses watching as the arrest of your brother took place?
Yes.
Would those witnesses concur with what you just told me?
Absolutely yes.
Okay. All right. So now they've taken your brother, and you're asking why is he going to jail, and you keep asking why. At what point did they actually knock you down and then taser you or handcuff you?
It was maybe a minute to 2 minutes after they had gotten him outside.
Okay. Now he's outside.
There were a crowd of people again. Everybody was nosy and watching what was going on. So I worked my way through and made it outside, and you know he didn't have any shoes on. You know we were asleep. You know so and it's cold outside, so I'm concerned. I'm his older sister, and I felt as though I had a right to know what in the world was going on. So you know when we got outside, like I said, a minute to 2 minutes. You know I was questioning. I was there. We were all kind of on the front porch. If you would, it's kind of hard to explain the setup of it. There's like a front porch, and then there's some steps to go down, and there's a dirty, like grassy, well, it was dirty at the time because it had rained a few days earlier, muddy grass, like little hill, with a sidewalk that kind of goes around the front of the house. And I continued to ask, and next thing I know, they kind of gave me they put their hand in front of me, like back up kind of thing, you know what I mean? But they were just completely ignoring me. And again, it was kind of like, that's it, they